Yeah. It's grammar time, y'all. Grammar time. Grammar time. Grammar time, y'all. Let's do this. Grammar time, guys. With Mr. H once again. Today we're going to be talking about quotation marks. Quotation marks can be used at the beginning, the middle, or the end of a sentence, depending on what we're talking about. Where else would it go? Good point. Let me just show you. At the beginning, we use them to just quote what someone said. I want more water, said James. Period. And the quotation marks are what James said. I want more water, said James. And we had a comma to break it up, saying that is what he said. This is who said it. Okay, but why? That's a great question. We use quotations just to say what someone else said. I didn't say I wanted more water. James did. So we use quotation marks so that they understand that we didn't say it. They did. Oh, okay. Well, that's the beginning. What about the middle and the end? How would we use it? You know, I'm about to tell you. Let's do an example. We talked about the beginning. Now let's talk about the end. We're just going to switch up the order. We're going to say James said, comma, because we're going to split it up. I want more water. Period. Quotation marks. All it did was switch up the order. In English, we can say it either way. James said, I want more water. This is what James said, and this is who said it. Or, I want more water, James said. Either way works. That's how we use it at the beginning and the end. So you just switch them up, and that's how you use it at the beginning and at the end. How would you ever use it in the middle then if that's all they use for? Now the middle is my favorite one, actually. It's the one we use the most in real life when we're just talking. We say, he said, stuff like that. Maybe you've seen it. Let's do an example on writing so that us as fourth graders can understand. But just know it's kind of what we use when we say, just while we're talking. We use quotation marks in the middle of a sentence, for example, like this. James said, quotation, because we're going to talk about a quote, he was feeling sick. End of quotation, comma, so break it. But I don't really believe him. All right, I before E. Believe him. Period. So we said James said, that's who's saying it, what he said, and then we put in our own comment, but I don't really believe him. So if we say that in real life, just talking, we'd say, James said he was feeling sick, but I don't really believe him. See how when I added those quotation marks, it just gave you the feeling that I don't believe it. So, those are the three ways and three areas we put our quotation marks. It's just to quote someone or a paper. If we're quoting something else or someone else, we need to put quotations because we weren't the ones that said it. Now it's cool to say, but we got to give them their props for saying whatever they said. Those are how we use quotation marks. Try it out. Use them. Practice with them because they're really important once we start quoting papers. Guys, grammar man, I'll be back next week.